And one of the reasons why me and Pete are able to be artists in London is because we live in a squat. And unless anybody doesn't already know, the government is trying to criminalise squatting. What do we think about that? We don't like it. So this is a poem all about how there's a lot more bigger issues facing us in our society today than living in a building that nobody is using anyway. So if you've been a victim of something in this poem here, I want you to sort of give me an assenting noise. So that could sort of be like, yes, sir. If you're a bit Irish or a bit English, it might be like, oh, yes, I don't like that. Or whatever kind of noise you might make, depending on your cultural background. Or just you as an individual that's not defined by your cultural background. Please, Justice Minister Crispin, we all want justice, but are squatters the worst amongst us? Who's had a bike nicked? Yeah. Who's been randomly kicked? Yeah. Who's had an unfair fine? Yeah. Didn't realise there was a line. They're dictating our lives with building control hives so we can keep contributing while the rich are tax evading. Who got ripped off buying their house? Who can't afford to buy a house? Yeah. Who got screwed by their landlord? Yeah. Who got paid late? Yeah. Who got laid off? Yeah. Who saw their savings interest shrink? That's everyone who can't afford to save. Who tried really hard to get along in this system to find out it actually stinks. Yeah. And I'm just living in some rich bugger's building, so I have time to write my poems. The money saved means I can give my friends loans. When did your bank last decline you? When did you last feel secure? I create my own security by using up what's empty. I'm not a criminal. I'm just eating off the side. I don't want to be rich because somebody died. I eat from the Waitrose bin, so I'm fit for reciting. Because who can afford food in the shops? And with all these crimes and hardships, the greatest recession in years, the Conservatives have us shedding tears over a minority of people who want to live in the capital but don't have a relative city. And now the media's got you angry, saying squatters devalue your home when it's because the banks won't loan. We're sweeping up the cobwebs, we're brushing up neglect, we're loosening the noose from round our neck. 1% of the population owns 70% of the land, and the Conservatives think squatting should be banned. The church is squatting, the rich are squatting, the Queen is squatting. I'm just living in some rich bugger's building. Thank you. And but that's what we're here to change, man. And we can build another society. It is possible. And when we were at St. Paul's, everything that was always compared was all about Jesus and stuff. Yeah, it's all about Jesus. But yeah, exactly. What would Jesus do? And as I have been a victim of 14 years of Catholic indoctrination, I actually know what Jesus would do. And to save you reading the 4 Testaments of the Bible, I'm going to put it into 1.5 minutes for you, nice and easy. Jesus was born in an empty building. Imagine they wouldn't let Mary in. Imagine Herod had got him a child exile in Egypt. If he'd claimed, would we accept it? Imagine they told Jesus, get a job. Stop being a vagabond, running around with your stories, sleeping in other people's houses, causing your mother distress, homeless in the wilderness. Eating what he found. The Testament is underground, hanging out with prostitutes, unable to afford boots. Jesus assembled a gang. Disciples is the slang. They would eat together, make people feel better, help them find more fish, multiply any dish. He wasn't always popular. He'd help a stranger. I think Jesus was a protester. Yeah! he didn't care for money wealth, cared about how people felt. He turned the tables in the temple. He liked to keep it simple. The people told Jesus, the pauper, back to Nazareth. Be a carpenter like your father. Forget your visions, forget your dreams. Seen as a threat to those in power, Jesus had a very public murder. And look at him now, eh? Hasn't he done well? More followers than anyone else. A venue in every village, umpteen employees, and an awful lot of land. You can't attack the Son of Man. Jesus preached to love thy neighbour. He must have been a protester. And thank you very much. It's so lovely to have you here, and it's lovely that we've survived Beyond some polls, because you can't evict an idea.